Well, the past 3 decades of democracy have seen the rise and success of black farmers across the country. And one of them is the 55-year-old Bonsmara stud breeder, that is Moalosi Duncan Serapelwane of Morokweng in the northwest. Serapelwane breeds pure Bonsmara genetics and employs a number of people across his 3 farms. He now also mentors farmers across the continent. SABC News reporter Tumelo Setlhabetsi visited him and compiled this report.
My name is Moalosi Duncan Serapelwane. I was born in the village of Morokweng. I grew up there, and I came here in this farm, Taylor Span, in the year 2011. Coming from another farm called Fanikerk, where I started my farming business. A bit of my background is I'm a qualified teacher, taught for a period of 7 months, and then I joined the then Consumer Council. And after Consumer Council, I went into the insurance industry for a period of 5 years. And then I went into the banking sector for 1 year. And then it was in the year 2002 where I left formal employment and went into business and farming. And I have been in this business now, I think for 20 years. And since ever I came here, I think my farming has improved gradually in the farm Taylor Span. Now this farm Taylor Span is very close to the border of Botswana. My last camps are on the border line of South Africa and Botswana. And this is where I am. But at least since I've been here, theft it's not much of a problem. Yes, they have stolen at one point, but since then it has been very quiet.
The dawn of democracy symbolized new beginnings for this passionate farmer, encouraging him to do more.
I think 30 years into democracy, the present government has done some changes, some improvements, and I think if they can rely on some aspects, they will do more. I mean, if you take from since ever they came into the picture, there are some land that has been given over to our fellow black farmers to use. And I'll say I think I'm one of the beneficiaries in this particular sector. And if I were to talk about myself, when I started in 2002 to start farming full time, I mean I had about 22 cows. And from my first farm that I had, Fanikerk, to where I am now, there are some serious improvement. And I think other farmers can also follow suit.
The gift of his success he shares with the younger generations, inspiring them to become future agricultural leaders.
I came here as a student doing my practicals here in 2022. I came here around July. And then thereafter, in December, after I was done with my practicals, he then gave me a cow, a pregnant cow for that matter. A pregnant cow that gave birth to a heifer. He then said to me, this is a token of appreciation because of how you worked with me and how you are keen on doing this thing. You are not like forced to do it, but you are doing it out of love and you have passion for it. So I'm giving you this as an encouragement and as a token of appreciation to show you that in farming there is really life. This is a business and it's a short business, even though it might be slow, but it's a short business. So he gave me that as a start to show me that he even gave me an offer to come work with him as a farm manager.
Today, as I'm standing here, it's for the 4th time harvesting the spinach. And it's making a lot of money. I can't say it, but it's making a lot of money. And then again, I'm into broiler chickens. I bought, my first batch I bought it June. Yes, there's ups and downs. You learn as you go and as you grow. And also still mentoring me all the way.
I've been with Mr. Duncan or Moalosi Bonsmara for a period of 3 months now, and within that 3 months I learned a lot in terms of both small stock and cattle farming, and also his motivation is the one that keeps us going within as workers within his farm.
For these young farmers, being born in the democratic dispensation has brought them great opportunities.
30 years of democracy, the development is much visible, and you can attest to it that it is visible, because now the things that were being done before have improved very much to what we are doing now. Because in the olden days, when you introduce your bulls, there were no things such as controlled breeding, there were no things such as restricted breedings.
Even though there is so much unemployment around South Africa, there is so many things that they can do. I mean, I started very small. So far, so good. I mean, I'm surviving. Every day is like I'm going to the office. When I wake up in the morning, I come to the garden. Before I come to the garden, I check whether the chicks are still fine. So if they can just save 200, 200, 200, 200, I think they are using more than that every day or every month.
One thing that I've learned within this 30 years of democracy is that the farming is something that develops day by day. As much as technology develops, also farming develops. So there are more advanced way of doing farming nowadays than in the previous years.
Serapelwane also sells about 100 winner calves and around 10 bulls annually.
If you take these bulls to a hot area, they will survive, and they will survive anywhere. So this is what you must expect next year at my third Moalosi Bonsmara auction. And the other thing is you can look at the temperament of these bulls. They are very calm, very relaxed. You work with them very nicely. You don't have those bulls with funny temperament or whatever. So this is what one will expect. This is what you breed to put on the table for the farmers.
As the dusk of 3 decades of democracy sets, Serapelwane says the sun will rise again for all resilient South Africans. Tumelo Setlhabetsi, SABC News, Morokweng.